Hi class. So this week we're going to be working on multiplying fractions. But before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a brief review on fractions. Okay, so right here I have a Frayer model of fractions, right? We have our definition, characteristics, examples, and non-examples. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look right here. So a definition of a fraction. A fraction is part of a whole number, okay? So take, for example, you have a big pizza, right? That's one whole pizza, okay? So a fraction of that pizza will be a slice, okay? So if there were 8 slices in one pizza, each slice is one part of that pizza. So if there's 8 slices of one pizza, one whole pizza, that means that one slice is 1/8 of that whole pizza, okay? So once again, fraction is part of a whole number. Characteristics, okay? So the parts must be equal, right? So going back to our pizza example, those 8 slices equal to that one whole, okay? It cannot be unequal. It has to equal to something, right? So once again, think about the pizza. 8 slices equals to one pizza, all right? So the top number is the numerator, and the bottom number is the denominator, okay? So numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, okay? And each part is different. So the numerator, which is the top number, it tells us how many parts are counted. So going back to our pizza, right? Now one is one slice, right? So take for example, let's say the 3/5 right here, right? Let's say 5 pieces equals to a whole pie, right? So that 3 right here will be 3 slices of pie, right? How many parts are counted? So that 3 will be the 3 slices, and the 5 will be the total that makes the whole. So that 5 pieces makes that whole pie. We're only taking away the 3, so 3/5, right? So how many parts are counted? How many equal parts in the whole? So to make that whole pie a whole, there's 5 slices. We're only counting 3 pieces, okay? So 3/5. Examples. 1/2, right? The fraction half right here. 1/2. The word half is the language that we'll see in fractions. And an actual example of that, think of a half glass of water, right? Half of it's with water, half of it's not. A quarter, 1/4. Once again, the language quarter is something that you hear in fractions. An example of a quarter, think of a pie, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 slices. We're only going to take away 1. So making this 1/4, all right? 1/4 of a pie. Also think about money, right? There's 4 quarters to a dollar. So each one is worth 1/4, okay? Now, non-examples are whole numbers. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Those are whole numbers. Those are not fractions. Also decimals. Decimals are not fractions. However, they're related, but they're not indeed fractions. So if someone asks you, is 2.5 a fraction? No, it's not, because it's a decimal, okay? So once again, we have our definition. We have our characteristics. Remember, the top number is the numerator, bottom denominator. Our examples and our non-examples. The whole picture will be posted on Google Class, guys. Any questions, please email me.